I want to say something, and I think a lot of midlife women need to hear. Perimenopause is not just a hormone problem. For a lot of women, it is an energy problem that starts showing up everywhere. Energy problem that starts showing up in the sleep, in the patience, in the focus, in the workout, in their moods, in their cravings, in the cycle, and how fast they bounce back. And this is where I think women are getting lost because everybody's talking about hormones. Hormone, it is the topic of the century. It's like we just discovered hormones exist. And yes, hormones matter, of course. We need hormones to survive. We have a whole bunch of them. We are not debating that. But if a woman is tired down to her bones, foggy in her mind, running on coffee, not sleeping well, not recovering well, and barely holding it together, then talking about hormones without talking about energy is often the mistake that I see people make. And this is what this episode is all about. So let's talk about it. I want to talk to the woman who is lying in bed in the middle of the night thinking, what is happening to me? 2 o'clock in the morning, they just lying in bed, just the mind is racing and they are thinking, what happens to me? What happens to my body? But she's still functioning, she's still showing up, still getting things done, still taking care of everybody else. And I'm talking about the mamas, the wives, the spouse, the stay-at-home moms, the professionals, that woman. And she also knows something is off. Because how do we know that? Because the body communicates with us. We can feel it. She is more tired than she used to be. She's waking up already behind, rushing in the morning, rushing through the day. Her sleep is not restoring her. Her brain feels slower and heavy and foggy. Her body feels heavier. She is more impatient, less resilient, more reactive, more overwhelmed. Maybe her cycle is changing too. Heavier some months, lighter other months. Maybe she skipped her period. She hasn't seen it. Maybe her periods are closer together. They are farther apart, more unpredictable. Maybe she's having night sweats or waking up hot or waking up for no reason at 3, 4 in the morning and not falling back asleep. And what keeps her up is not just the symptoms, it's this question. Is this just hormones? I hear this all of the time. And what I want to say to her is this. Sometimes hormones are part of the picture, but the bigger question should be, what is all of this doing to my energy? That's the question. Because fatigue is not a small side symptoms in perimenopause, in postmenopause. For many women, specifically my patients, fatigue is in the center of it all. So why is fatigue is in the center? Here's what I think most people miss. When a woman is tired long enough, everything gets harder, sleeps gets harder, recovery gets harder, losing weight gets harder, eliminating the symptoms gets harder, cravings gets louder, stress gets louder, exercise feels worse, patience gets thinner, mood gets shakier, decision makings get weaker. So now the woman thinks my hormones must be a mess. My hormones are out of whack. Maybe, because we do need hormones, they play a major role in this vessel functioning properly. But here's the different lens I want to bring. What if one of the biggest reasons her symptoms feel so intense is because her system does not have enough energy to stay steady anymore? That is the difference. Because now we are not just asking what our hormones are doing, we are also asking how well is her body handling life right now? And that is a much more honest question, if you ask me. So a lot of women go straight to hormones because that is what they keep hearing. If something's wrong with you, let's look at the hormones. You cannot lose the weight, it's the hormones. You're more frustrated and confused, it's the hormones. And I understand that. Perimenopause is real. We're all gonna go through it. Hormone swings are real. Hot flashes can be real. Sleep changes are real. Like all the changes, I understand. The brain fog is real. But the mistake a lot of women make is thinking the whole answer is fix my estrogen, fix my progesterone, fix everything that hormone related, and everything else will fall into place. Sometimes that helps, don't get me wrong, but what I'm seeing now, fixing all these things is not always the answer. Because if the woman is still running on fumes, not sleeping well, stressed out, the cortisol produced, they are burnt out, overwhelmed, depleted, and when they bleed, it's like draining the bejesus out of them. They are running on low reserves, still depending on coffee to get through the day. Then even a hormone conversation may not land the way she hopes. And that is the part nobody explains very well. If the body has low capacity, the symptoms often becomes louder. And if the body does not have enough margin, it is hard to feel steadier. Let me say this simply. Hormones do not work in a vacuum. Hormones are not magic. They work inside of a well human body. They work inside of a tired body. They work inside of the stressed body, a body that may not be sleeping well, a body that may not lose blood every month, a body that may be living on coffee and pushing through, a body that may be under eating, overdoing, under recovering. And that matters because if the whole system is worn out, like I just mentioned, then the woman often feels less stable in every direction. This is why I think fatigue needs to move to the center of perimenopause conversation. Before you start talking about the hormones you need to take, talk about the energy you need to restore. It's not because hormones do not matter, but because tired system has less room for anything. You're not gonna see improvement. Less room for stress management, less room for poor sleep, less room for temperature changes, less room for blood sugar swings, less room for heavy period, less room for emotional ups and downs. All right, let's talk about the heavy bleeding pieces. And I want to say something about heavy periods because this gets missed all of the time. Some women in perimenopause are bleeding more heavily and more unpredictably, and they are still trying to live like nothing changed. But heavy bleeding is not nothing. It can drain a woman, it can wear you down, it can contribute to iron deficiency anemias, which can cause tiredness, shortness of breath, and a whole bunch of other symptoms. And you can feel weak or washed out. So if a woman is saying, I'm exhausted, and she's also having heavier, long, or more drained menses or period, that is not a side note. That may be a major clue. And this is why I do not like this having thin conversations about perimenopause. I like to address all of the things that could be contributing to the symptoms that are attached to perimenopause. Because guess what? A woman are not just a hormone chart. They are living inside of a whole pattern. Now, here's the perspective I want to bring that feels different or that may be different to you. Sometimes the question is not, how do I force my hormones to behave better? How do I force the hormone replacement therapies? Sometimes the better question is, how do I help my body have enough energy to handle this season better? And that is huge. Because when energy improves, a lot of things often becomes easier. Sleep can feel more supported. Stress can feel less crushing. Crashes in the afternoon can decrease. Workouts can feel more possible. Clarity can improve. Patience can improve. The body can feel less like it is barely hanging on. And again, I'm not saying energy is the only issue. I'm saying it is often the issue nobody's talking about or taking seriously. Because many women are trying to solve perimenopause or hormonal imbalance without asking whether the body has enough support to stop living in constant compensation or survival mode. This is where I like to have conversation with women that kind of change the way they see things so that they can stop blaming themselves and see that, hey, this is something that I miss. I need to focus on these issues. Now, let's talk about the role that cellular healing plays in all of this. When the body is run down, everything feels harder. We said that. A depleted system does not respond the same way as a supported one. A body with no reserves does not feel the same as the body with reserves. It's like you have your car, it's running on empty. And every time you put gas in the tank, it's just leaking. That's the same way a lot of the perimenopause women feel. Like they never can fill up the tank properly. because there's a hole in the thing that you're not aware of. So when woman says, why is nothing working for me? Sometimes the deeper truth is the whole system is too tired and too stable, and we have a bigger hole we need to patch, we need to fix, we need to address. That is why I care so much about energy restoration, because when the body has better support, other interventions often make more sense, land better, and stick better. Not because energy is magic, we do need it to survive, but because the body works better when it is not drowning. The body works better when it's not losing fuel on a regular, consistent basis. And that is the perspective I wish more women will hear. And if I'm being honest with you, what keeps many women up is not just the fatigue itself, it is the fear this is the new normal. It is the fear that this tired version of them is here to stay. The fear that the body is becoming someone they do not know. The fear that they are losing the edges, the patience, the spark, the confidence, the ability to be who they used to be. And that is why this episode matters. Because I want women to stop hearing perimenopause and think only hormones. It's never one thing. I want women to ask, what is this doing to my energy? What is this doing to my body? What is this doing to my cells? What is this doing to my natural hormone production? And what is this doing to my reserve? And what is this doing to how my body handles life, situation, challenges? And that's the conversation we need to have. So I think of the woman who comes in my clinic. This woman come and saying, I know I am in perimenopause, but I feel like I'm falling apart. And when you listen closely, the story is not just about hormone swings, it's about exhaustion, the poor sleep, the brain fog, the living on stimulant. It's about the body that does not have enough energy anymore. And once a woman sees that, the conversation changes. She stopped chasing one single fix and start looking at the whole pattern so that she can have a real solution. If you are in perimenopause, postmenopause, all the menopause, and you feel exhausted and you are foggy and you're crashing, you're not doing well, you're just not loving yourself and you're becoming more reactive, less resilient, more weak, and feeling like your body's not bouncing back like I used to. Remember those days when you can just go on a diet, you lose 5, 10 pounds, and now it's like, nope, it's not happening? Remember those days when your bloat was going away easily, but nope, it's not happening? I want you to stop treating fatigue like a side issue. For many women, fatigue is the center of the whole picture. And if you keep focusing only on the hormone label without looking at what your energy, sleep, stress, bleeding, recovery, and daily burden are doing to your body, you may keep missing the deep pattern. That is the part I do not want for a woman to miss, because that is the part, if they miss it, that's going to keep them stuck. We ask ourselves this question, is this more sleep that you need, more stress that you need, more heavy bleeding, more gut issues? Is this the nervous system talking to you? That's why you're tired. Is it more deeper depletion? But remember, information doesn't always lead to transformation. So start with the fatigue type guide, because before women need more advice, they need to understand what type of tired or what kind of tired they are actually dealing with. And that's why we have this free PDF for you to read. Because when you download the PDF, when you have access to the PDF, you're going to see how to identify the type of fatigue you are in, what women are doing wrong, so that you can have some more insight and see yourself in one of those types so you can make changes in your day-to-day life.